Namaste. Our country always saw a legacy of freedom fighters. We, the Gen Next, grow up to be proud Indians, upholding the spirit of our great nation. Incredible freedom fighters, their lives, sacrifices, virtues, so that we can learn from, imbibe, propagate, to strengthen ourselves as an individual and as a nation. Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, Rani Lakshmibai, Subhash Chandra Bose, these all brave men and women of India's freedom struggle came with differing philosophies at times, contradicting ideologies. However, they came with a common point, wherein the principles they stood for were the same. So let us all remind ourselves about their lives, their achievements, and our country's greatness.
खूब लड़ी मर्दानी थी वो झांसी वाली रानी थी। मैदानी जंग में मरना है फिर रंगों से नहीं डरना है। कहती थी रानी लक्ष्मीबाई वादा पूरा करना है। प्राण जाए पर झांसी ना जाए यह मेरा वादा है। वंदे मातरम, भारत माता की जय। जय हिंद।
गुलामी के साथ से अच्छा आजादी का कफन है। यह आजादी की लड़ाई है, गुजरे हुए कल से आजादी, आने वाले कल के लिए। जिस पल का हमें इंतजार था वह पल आ गया है। वक्त है अपना वचन निभाने का, वक्त है मारने या मरने का। तो उठाओ अपने बंदूक और लड़ो अपने आजादी के लिए। मारो फिरंगी को।
स्वराज्य हा माझा जन्मसिद्ध अधिकार आहे आणि तो मी मिळवल्याशिवाय राहणार नाही।
मैं लाला लाजपत राय आप सबका अभिवादन करना चाहता हूँ। मैं हिंदू राज नहीं चाहता, लेकिन मुस्लिम राज भी नहीं चाहता। मैं एक भारतीय राज चाहता हूँ। सिद्धांत के अटूट विश्वास के बिना हम एक राज्य का निर्माण नहीं कर सकते। जन सामान्य को महसूस होना चाहिए कि हम उनके हित में काम कर रहे हैं। हम संगठित रहेंगे तो उठेंगे और बटेंगे तो गिरेंगे। देश के उत्थान के लिए कमर कस लो, उठो और आगे बढ़ो। अगर कोई ऐसा आदमी है जो अपने देश और जाति की सेवा को अपना धर्म नहीं समझता है, तो मैं उससे यही कहना चाहूंगा कि उसे अब तक मनुष्य का शरीर मिला है, पर वो मनुष्य बन नहीं पाया है। जय हिंद।
अहिंसा ही सत्य का मार्ग है। अहिंसा ही मानवता की सबसे बड़ी ताकत और हथियार है। अहिंसा परमो धर्म। अहिंसा, सद्भावना और स्वदेशी, यही देश को समर्थ और सबल बनाने की कुंजी है।
Manpower without unity is not a strength, is well said by one of the greatest leader and freedom fighter of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He was born on 31st October 1875 in Gujarat. His contribution to India Republic is important. He was at forefront of Quit India movement. He served as first Home Minister and Deputy PM of India. Due to his tough decisions, he united 562 princely states under Union of India to create the nation we know today. That's why he is known as Iron Man of India. Recently, Indian government built the tallest Statue of Unity in Gujarat as the tribute to his contribution to our country. We are lucky to have a leader like him.
Swaraj, Purna Swaraj, Purna Swaraj. I am Jawaharlal Nehru and I was born on 14 November 1889 in Prayagraj. My father, Motilal Nehru, was a renowned lawyer and associate of Mahatma Gandhi ji. Mahatma Gandhi ji influenced me in my childhood. My best oration was, long years ago we made the tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly in a full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour when the world will sleep, India will awake to life and freedom. The dream of Swaraj was completed on 15th August 1947.
Life loses half its interest if there is no struggle, if there are no risks to be taken. One individual may die for an idea, but that idea will, after his death, incarnate itself in 1,000 lives. I am Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. I am a freedom fighter. I decided to protect Mother India after I read many articles about exploitation of Indians by British. I struck alliance with Germany and Japan. I wanted to free India. I had many people's support. Along with other freedom fighters, I fought British and won the war. Soldiers who are always faithful to their nation, who are always prepared to sacrifice their lives, are invisible. No real change in the history can be achieved by discussion. Give me blood, I give you freedom. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. I am Lal Bahadur Shastri, the second Prime Minister of India. I share the same birthday, that is 2nd October, with our father of the nation, Shri Mahatma Gandhi ji. I was deeply impressed and influenced by his words. So, I joined the Indian independence movement in 1921. I was a true disciple of him and followed his values throughout my life. I was the first person to be awarded with Bharat Ratna. A memorial Vijay Ghat was built for me in Delhi. I was known for my humility and honesty throughout my life. Known to be a humble and soft politician, I showed much stubbornness during Indo-Pak War in 1965. The famous Tashkent Pact, that is No War Treaty, was signed between Indo-Pak in Russia on 10 January 1966. The following day, I went back to my heavenly abode.
Bharat Mata ki Jai! Bharat Mata ki Jai! Azad, yes, I am Chandrasekhar Azad. Some people also call me as Pandit Ji because I belong to Pandit family. I was deeply moved by the Jallianwala Bagh incident on April 13, 1919 and soon became a part of non-cooperation movement led by Mahatma Gandhi ji in 1920. I hate Britishers and also hate the people who work for them. We will face the bullets of the enemy, for we are free and we will remain free. Vande Mataram! Bharat Mata ki Jai!
I am Sukhdev Thapar. I am an Indian revolutionary. I am member of Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. I participated in action alongside Bhagat Singh and Rajguru. I am the youngest freedom fighter. We are three musketeers. The two are Bhagat Singh and Rajguru. I participated in actions like Central Assembly Hall bombing and hunger strike. I was arrested by the British government. My two actions were important for the freedom of India. Thank you. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Jai Hind. live the revolution! Long live the revolution! I am Bhagat Singh. I was born on 28 September 1907 in Punjab in a very patriotic family. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre had left a great impact on my childhood, so I joined the freedom fight against Britishers. I knew if the deaf has to hear, the sound should be very loud. So, to make the unjust Britishers hear our voice, I, with my friends in April 1929, bombed the assembly. I was arrested and hanged on 23rd March 1931. But I believed they may kill me but cannot kill my ideas. They cannot crush my spirit. I lay my life for the cause of freedom of my motherland. सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है. देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है. इनकलाब जिंदाबाद, इनकलाब जिंदाबाद. भारत माता की जय.
Well, this doesn't end here. Through ancient times, people, communities across the globe have traveled in our country. Be it the Persians, the Mughals, the Britishers, and now even the COVID-19 pandemic. Our country always followed the footsteps of our ancestors, followed the legacy to unitedly stand against the virus that has traveled all the way to our country. Our COVID-19 warriors are in every way making plans, procedures to make us safe and protected in this critical situation. Let us hear it from the torchbearer warriors.
As far as students are concerned, the first thing you should not deviate from your routine. Number one, you must follow that. Otherwise, if too much of social service at this juncture may result in you losing your path as a student. So I think that should go hand in hand. As I told you, that there are certain gestures which show that yes, you have that flame inside you, but it's not necessary that you should sacrifice or compromise on your academics. So first thing, you should concentrate fully on academics, because unless you learn all the things which are supposed to be learned during the school days, you will lose on certain things. Those things you not learn in the future course of life. So first advice is that you should concentrate fully on your studies. You should not spend any unnecessary time on anything. I will tell you, 1 hour wasted during your school life will result in 1 day's hardship in your later life. It is the simple equation. 1 hour lost in the school time is equivalent to 1 full day of 24 hours hardship in the later life. So kindly use your school time very, very carefully. It's a very precious times you have got. And second, as I told you, be aware of the social realities, be aware of the problem, be aware of malnourishment, be aware of the sexual abuse, be aware of the many hygienic issues which are people are facing. Be aware of many bad things in the society. It's not that you should be part of those bad things, but you should be aware of that thing. And otherwise as a social animal, we will be a big failure. You are a great academician, you are having many doctorates and you have many certificates and trophies, but you are least bothered about the person serving you, you are least bothered about the relationships around you. Then I think that's a big failure as a human being. So I think on that front also, students should be very sensitive. You should ask whosoever come across you, you should feel like him. So thinking from the someone else's perspective is the biggest achievement one can have. So I would tell you these 2-3 things, if students can develop in themselves, they will become a very better citizens, and then you can give, you can return all the things to the society which you are stand upon. Yeah.
I would like to give this message that have courage to think differently and travel on an unexplored path. Persistence to achieve and discover the impossible. Work hard till you overcome all obstacles in your path, till you succeed. And believe in your own dreams, and always remember the sky is full of stars, but there is always a room for every one of you to shine. Work sincerely, work with passion, be honest, and nobody can stop you from being successful.
The message is simple: allow your passion to become your purpose, and it will one day become your profession. Set high goals, be focused, work with sincerity and honesty, which is the most important thing. Work towards your goals, and you can achieve wonders over here.
Getting success, and success as we expect, is a very rare phenomenon. Okay, I have been a star student through my school, my medical college, even in my post-graduation. But I can tell you that no matter what you score, it never feels enough. You always believe that you are scoring less than what you have studied or what you deserve. Rarely it also happens that you actually don't study very well and end up getting excellent marks. And this is not just about exams, this is about all aspects of life, that the amount of effort that you put in, what you expect and what you actually get are completely disconnected. But that doesn't mean that if I do not study, I'll continue to get good marks. I have to do my bit and wait for it. Another thing to remember is that how big is this exam or this particular test in my overall scheme of things? Putting it in perspective is really important. See, the thing is that parents, your peers, your school always tell you that every exam is important and you must approach it very seriously. Sometimes students end up taking stuff a bit too seriously. And then they get scared about exams. They are always worried about exam outcomes. My suggestion to you will be that try at least one exam without preparation. Okay, this is a very serious thing, and I know your principal ma'am is listening to our conversation, so I take full responsibility for my statement that before your 9th standard, try at least one exam without any preparation at all and see how much you score, so that you will know how much marks are scored by your regular studies and not just by your last minute preparation. Yeah. Try at least 1 year of your school without any kind of tuitions at all, so that you know how much marks actually belong to you and how much belong to tuition teacher. Try at least one exam when you have maths paper next day, but you are deliberately studying science and going to give that exam. You know, studying a different subject before that exam, because this will give you a very clear idea of how much your brain has imbibed during the learning and your self-study and how much it is able to put out at the exam. This will take away your fear. This will tell you exactly where you stand. This experience will be more valuable to you than any mark sheet that gives you answers. So experimenting with your exams, experimenting with your studies is something that you can very well do till 10th standard without any fear at all. So remembering that this is a small exam, this is a small step, and even if I stumble and fall, there is a chance for me, I can again get up and fight another day, is an important message to remember. Failure is part of life. In fact, failure is the rule of life. Success is very occasional and rare.
आपण आहे ना सध्याच्या परिस्थितीत आहेच, पण एरवी सुद्धा तुमचं शरीर मन हे स्वस्थ पाहिजे. WHO ची जी व्याख्या आहे त्याच्यामध्ये स्वस्थची जी व्याख्या आहे स्वास्थ्याची त्याच्यामध्ये शरीर मन हे सुद्धा धरलेलं आहे. जनरली जे एक्सरसाइज करतो त्याच्यामध्ये मनाचा संबंध आहे, योगाचा मात्र संबंध मनाशी जोडले गेलेला आहे. आणि त्यामुळे आता सध्याच्या परिस्थितीमध्ये तर मी अनुभवतो, मी ऑनलाईन फेसबुकवरती बऱ्याच जणांची कनेक्ट आहे आणि ते माझ्यासोबत रोज सकाळी मी 2 सेशन्स योगाचे घेत असतो, 1-1 तास. देशातून नाही तर परदेशातून सुद्धा ती लोक करत आहेत. आता हे करत असताना घराच्या बाहेर न पडता करण्यासारखी एक्सरसाइज उरली ती फक्त योग. बाकी कुठली एक्सरसाइज तुम्हाला वॉक करायचं असेल तर बाहेर पडायला लागणार, तुम्हाला कुठली इतर एक्सरसाइज करायचं असेल तर जिम मध्ये जायला लागणार किंवा मोकळ्या हवेमध्ये बाहेर जावं लागणार. योगा हे अशी हे आहे, योगा नाही हा योग, हे लक्षात ठेवा. तर योग ही अशी गोष्ट आहे की तुम्ही घरातल्या घरात ते करू शकता आणि त्याच्यामध्ये तुमचं मनस्वास्थ्य टिकवणं फार महत्वाचं आहे. मी आता एवढ्या गेल्या काही दिवसांमध्ये बघितलंय की बऱ्याच जणांना मेंटली स्ट्रेस खूप आले. बऱ्याच जणांचे मला कॉल्स होतात, मेसेजेस येतात आणि मग थोडंसं काउन्सिलिंग केलं की त्यांना बरं वाटतं. या स्थितीमध्ये तुमचं मनोधैर्य टिकवण्यासाठी योगासारखा चांगला पर्याय नाही असं. जसं आपल्याला एखाद्या घरामध्ये दागिना, तो दागिना किती व्यवस्थित सांभाळून ठेवतात की नाही ते बॅगमध्ये, त्याचा बॉक्स असतं त्या बॉक्समध्ये सांभाळून ठेवतात. वापरताना सुद्धा नाजूक हाताने वापरतात. तो खराब होऊ नये, तो तुटू नये, त्याचं पॉलिश जाऊ नये म्हणून किती काळजी घेतो आपण. शरीर आहे, या शरीराची सुद्धा त्याची काळजी घेतली पाहिजे. हा शरीर आपला दागिना आहे, हे आरोग्य आपला दागिना आहे असं समजून त्याची काळजी घेण्यासाठी योगासारखा चांगला मार्ग नाही असं माझं स्पष्ट मत. आणि योगामुळे तुमचं नुसतं शरीरच नाही, तुमचं मन सुद्धा प्रसन्न राहील आणि तुमचा आत्मा सुद्धा प्रसन्न आत्मेंद्रिय आणि असं आरोग्य आयुर्वेदामध्ये सुद्धा सांगितलं. तर हे आपलं मन, आत्मा आणि शरीर हे तिन्ही जर स्वस्थ ठेवायचं असेल तर योग करा, स्वस्थ रहा, निरोगी रहा.
और एक है कि जब हम दूसरों के लिए, समाज के लिए, देश के लिए जब काम करते हैं ना, तो उसका सेटिस्फैक्शन जो मिलता है वो बहुत प्राइसलेस है. आप उसका वैल्यू नहीं कर सकते. इवन कोविड पीरियड में हमने जो काम किया तो 2 महीने हमारा वो काम चल रहा था. तो 2 महीने में से तो पहला 1 महीना जो काम किया, मैं सुबह 10 बजे से रात को 9:30 बजे तक कंटिन्यूस काम करता था. इवन मैंने मेरे बिजनेस करियर में भी इतना काम नहीं किया, उतना काम मैंने वो पीरियड में किया. लेकिन उसके बाद जो एक सेटिस्फैक्शन है ना, वो आप सोच भी नहीं सकते. ये बेनिफिट होते हैं. दूसरा, इवन कभी कभी जब हम बात करते हैं ना, लोगों को लगता है क्या सोशल एक्टिविटी है, क्या टाइम पास कर रहे हैं लोग, ऐसा भी लगता है कभी कभी. लेकिन मेरा एक मानना है कि जब आप सोशल काम करते हो उसमें आपकी खुद की भी बहुत डेवलपमेंट होती है, आपकी पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट भी बहुत होती है. जैसे मैंने बताया कि मैंने 0 से स्टार्ट किया, मैं एक छोटे गांव से आया हूँ. तो शुरुआत में मुझे अगर किसी से बात करना है तो भी मैं डरता था. लेकिन ये सोशल एक्टिविटी में जब मैंने काम किया तो मेरे जैसा एक्सपीरियंस आया, मेरा पर्सनालिटी डेवलप हुआ. तो आज मुझे 5000 लोगों में भी बात करना है तो मैं बहुत इजीली बात कर सकता हूँ. तो ये जो देन है, ये मेरी सोशल एक्टिविटी की देन है. यानी ऐसा ये कहीं सिखाया नहीं जाता है आपको कैसा बोलना है. अभी जो आपकी जो स्कूल पैटर्न है ये है, आपको इंटरेक्शन करने के चांसेस मिलते हैं. लेकिन जब हमने किया, हमारे वक्त किया, तो ऐसा कुछ सीखने का ये नहीं था. लेकिन इस सोशल एक्टिविटी में जुड़ने के कारण मैं खुद को डेवलप कर पाया. और मैं हरदम मेरे जो फ्रेंड्स या यंगर जनरेशन उनको हरदम बोलता हूँ कि आपके लाइफ का ये एक पार्ट होना चाहिए. लोगों का तो भला होता ही है, लेकिन इसमें खुद में भी बहुत चेंजेस आते हैं, खुद को भी बहुत सीखने को मिलता है. आपकी एक अलग पर्सनालिटी उसमें से तैयार होती है, आपका एक अलग रेपुटेशन तैयार होता है, आपका गुडविल तैयार होता है. ये इनडायरेक्ट बेनिफिट है, लेकिन सेटिस्फैक्शन लेवल जो है वो आप सोच नहीं सकते, ऐसा मुझे लगता है. थैंक यू.
So let us all stand together to pay respect to our freedom fighters who have deeply rooted in us the seed to fight back, and salute the warriors whose efforts we will not let go to make our nation Atmanirbhar Bharat.